Hello everybody, this is Solus44 and welcome back to Galactic Chickens. I am going to be going through today a little bit different. I was going through Tinkers, but I think I'm good with Tinkers. I don't know if anybody wants to see more Tinkers. If you want to see more of me fiddling around with embossments and writables and stone tools that become nearly impossible to break, I mean, this axe is pretty sweet. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's a weapon. 10.72 damage is pretty good. I mean, this one only does 7, 8, but it's empowered or whatever. I got this out of a chest in the end, so I mean, or not the end, but in the Nether. I will be going to the end, I think, soon. I have to go there. I have to. In this mod pack, almost everything is available to you. Ender Pearls is available to you. You don't have to go to the end for it. But in order for you to get a dragon egg, I mean, you got to go to kill the dragon, right? In order for you to get nether stars, you to start off with, you're gonna have to kill at least one wither, and then you can start making your parts you need to create infinite skeletons, geez, nether stars from deep mob learning. Botania is over there. I will be looking at Botania here real soon. So let's pick a topic and go with it, right? I mean, let's put away some of my stuff. I don't want to have my inventory completely full of everything. I will keep basic tools to work on stuff, but that's it. A shovel would be really nice. I'll probably make a shovel off camera of Tinkers just to see if I can make one that's like this right here. I can just use this combination right here with any of these tools and I'm done. There's no need for any other tools the rest of the game. That again, a lot easier for me to create the exchanger gadget because it is an OP tool. And you can exchange anything without having to worry about it breaking. You just gotta give it power. Alright, I gotta do a real quick check on my chickens. Looks like I got 2 terrasteel. That's all I really wanted. And so this is all I'm gonna do. And then these prismarine crystals are not so useful. There's my 10, 10, 10 diamond. Actually, let's just take those. Put those up. I'll deal with them off camera. Let's go into my house. Okay, I wanted to tell you this. The reason why I didn't put the trapdoors on the sides of this right here was that every time I get off this door, that opens up my trapdoor and it messes it up and it looks ugly. I will be making some more armor. So let's go ahead and take this armor and put it on the stand while I'm here. Wait, there's my helmet. Because I want to make a whole new set. I want to give it another shot. I can't just dismiss. I've got a Sprobblin. Sprobblin keeps telling me that the armor that is able to be made by Tinkers is really strong, and I believe the guy. He's got credibility. Okay, so when he tells me you can do some really strong stuff, I just believe him. Now this is going to give me diamantine, and that's one of those things. So I don't have to make an atomic reconstructor. There's my Nori, and that's my Emeradic. So I have all the things. I didn't even bother to 10, 10, 10 my Emeradic. I shouldn't even have bothered to do that with the Nori or the diamantine. I just got carried away, I guess. Wait a minute. Maybe I did 10. Oh, I did. So I got another free slot, and that's going to take my prismarine. There. Now I have all my slots open. And then I'm just going to tell these to go inside those shit. What is this? Storage scanner. The storage scanner. Lumium's being made. I mean, I've got all of it going right now. And you can just breed the chickens. I'm not going to go through that process with you guys because there's no real need. I mean, I got a leather chicken. I'm getting leather. I'm getting cocoa. And if you look, it tells you what it's made from. This is the prismarine crystal. It's not the prismarine shard. There are two different things. And they are necessary for making some crafts. But you don't need them that much. That one's made from water and emerald. So you got to be pretty far to get some of these things. Pulsating iron. I got the blade. I don't think I have a blaze chicken. Do I have a blaze? Oh, I do. I have blaze rod chicken. So I've got it all. I've got it all set. Yeah. Ender chests. Just in case people don't know, I'm going to show you guys how to make infinite grains of infinity. And yeah, don't get mad, okay? It's super easy. That armor doesn't look really that good in that corner. So let me show you how that's what this is right here. This is Infinite Grains of Infinity. It's slow, but if you start it off fairly early, you never have to worry about it. And so let's go ahead and go take a look at that. I never got to it in my previous videos. Oh wait, did I totally forgot where I put it. Uh-oh. Did I do that for real? Do I even have a waypoint? Alright, so I think I put it over here. I used the destruction gadget, Direwolf 20's destruction gadget. I just made a hole straight down to bedrock and was like there. So, boom. And now I have a hole that I forgot where I put it for Grains of Infinity. Oh my gosh. I guess I'll have to come back in another video and show it to you guys. I completely screwed up. I came through here and found my bat. I had a bunch of bats under here. And I used the bats so I can make my my ring, my angel ring, this bad boy right here. Just like I did in the other episodes, so that way I'm not any farther along on that timeline. Wow, I really... Ever since losing my save file, I've been just so doggone disheveled. I just burned right through as fast as I could to try and catch up to where I was before. And I actually ended up going a lot farther. So let's go ahead and cover, since the Grains of Infinity is simple. I'll talk about it, but I don't remember where I put the doggone thing. Let's see. Let's cover my hidden door here. Refined reborn storage. Let's look at this. So this monstrosity here is quite literally the brains of the crafting grid. So this is a crafter. And if you watch my previous videos, you'll see that what a crafter is. And in fact, I have the crafter right there. This, I believe I can break it without messing it up. Please don't mess up. Okay, so this is what it's made. This is how it's made. And I'll just cover the construction of it real quick. I had to actually make it bigger, so that way I could hold all the patterns. I was making so many patterns, and I was making so many auto crafts, just so that I could have an easier time. But this is the construction of it. It has to be an even number around the frame. The crafting frame has to go all the way around, only on the outside edges. The centers have to be heat conductors that simulate like a server. And then inside the middle, one layer of CPU. So you can go like this. You'll see this is all crafting CPUs. And then down here, this is all crafting storage. So I believe you can mix and match these. I don't know. I don't try. But I'm telling you, on all four sides, including the bottom, this frame needs to have these heat sinks. Now that's one thing I forgot, and that took me a while to remember. So you build it just like this. Oop, nope. So that way each face is a surrounded crafting frame. Okay. And then the base is going to be the heat conductor. And so that's going to be the same way all the way around. So I made it square. Well, I made a rectangle as well. And there you go. And then your heat sinks fill in the holes. This is all I have for storage. Yeah, that's all I'm going to probably ever need. So now that that's built, I'll wait a second so that way it recognizes it. Right click on it, there you go. I have 8 CPUs, and that gives me 8 pages. Each page, these are 9, I believe. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 across. And there's pages per. Way worth it. Way worth it. Look at all these I made. I made all of those, and I've still got some empty slots. So I've got a few pages of emptiness. Now, if I need to expand it, I'll show you guys how to expand it. I'll probably take it down underground. And then this is just a frame door. if you look on my upper left, you'll see it says Block Craftery, and it's just a frame door. I just added some chiseled dirt to it. So this is what it really looks like. That's what it really looks like. And then you just right click and it places it on there. And you can do that with trapdoors. You can do that with all kinds of stuff. I really love that mod. It just gives you the freedom to work with so much stuff. You know, it's possible that I put my ender chest in the mining dimension, but I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I just dug straight down. And I know I didn't do it in here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But either case, there's a liquid pyrotheum. See it? See it? Grains of Infinity. So what you do is you set up a mechanical user. So I love users, by the way. These mechanical users anyway. This is 2-2. Real easy, real simple. And then I want to craft some pyrotheum. I'm going to craft 2 buckets. I only need 1. And let me show you the effect, because it takes a second. There. Alright, so for the sake of argument, I'm going to take you guys down to bedrock in the mining dimension. I want to try and hurry up and get there because I want to be able to show this real quick. I'm almost 100% sure I did not do this in the mining dimension, which I should have done. That was easier to find. No, I did do this in the mining dimension. I'm a goofball. Just where? No, I guess I didn't. All right, so maybe I didn't want to make a mess. Anyway, you take a mechanical user. You're gonna do this. Okay. This is blazing pyrotheum. If you don't know what blazing pyrotheum is, you're gonna have to make some. You have to melt it in a magma crucible, and then it becomes liquid form. It doesn't have a whole lot of uses, but this use, oh, I know why I didn't use it in here. This does not have an uneven floor, so the fire that it creates, it won't work. So doggone it. That's right. I remember I found out that it doesn't have an uneven floor. And I'm pretty sure I originally programmed the configs to have an uneven floor, and I had someone else helping me with it, and it got flat, which is a bummer because one of the purposes of having it uneven was for that. So let's yeah, good old Galactic chickens. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'll show you guys on camera. And let's get this destruction gadget out. The destruction gadget is pretty easy to make. Direwolf20 made a very good mod. It's just 2 ender pearls, a little bit of iron, and lapis. You're going to need a lot of power to keep it going, but I mean 1 million. You can just put it in the solar panel. Those solar panels will charge them up really fast. And that's it. I mean, super quick. So for sake of argument, so I don't lose this thing again, let's use my old pin. So you're going to, in the air, shift right click, depth all the way down, 0, 0, 0, 0, click OK. So shift right click, and then you can change your configs on it. I go 16 down. Zeros means it's 1 block. So for the sake of argument, so I don't lose this thing again, I hope I'm not going to cut into, am I going to cut into, I'm probably going to cut right into, I'm going to cut right into my nether portal. Did I? I almost did. So that's netherrack. But I didn't, so there we go. Yes, straight down, bad. I can die, but I can fly. So once you get to Angel Ring, the sky's the limit. Really? I guess there's water. Alright, well that's easy to fix. I'm out of range. Nope, I'm not out of range. So let's use the building tool. And I'm going to hold the G button down, which is mine. I'm going to do build to me. And then I'm going to change the range to maximum. And what level? I'm at Y level 28. And that's blocks of iron. Wow, I use blocks of iron. What am I in? Am I in oil? Let's just get down there. Let's get down there. I'm gonna drown. Okay, that's bedrock. So, that's oil. Oh my gosh, I got oil. That's sweet. So you can do build to me. If you shift click, you can choose a different material, and that's what I want to do. All right, let's go ahead and build a little bit of a barricade around so that I can stop this fluid. There we go. Okay, was it water? It was water. I thought it was oil. Stop playing with me. There. We're gonna go straight down. Then we're gonna use a destruction gadget. We're gonna do the shift click again. This time, you know, make it a little wider. I go like 4 or 5. I'm trying to do this fast because there's a lot of stuff I want to do. And then you'll see it's a pretty big hole. So let's go like this. Now that just voided everything. Oh, there it is. I found my old one. Sweet. What are the chances? On camera. Oh, there's some yellow right. Can I? We're going to build a reactor a couple episodes from now. There's some diamond too. Right on. Now, I probably voided rock crystal from astral sorcery. I don't really care. I'm not going to do astral sorcery right away. But let's take a look. Let me show you the automation. That way I don't have to walk through that process. This is so much better. I am so lucky right now. Wow. It's going to be loud and dangerous. Like, very dangerous. So this is a very dangerous process. I lit it up. Where was it? I did. Oh my gosh, I made it right inside the home. What is wrong with me? No, I didn't. Let's set a waypoint so that way I know. I'm gonna go grains of INF infinities. There we go. Wow, that's a derp. Alright, so anyway, let's fall down because I have the angel ring. I won't die or take damage. Alright, so let me explain the process. It's really simple. Now, this is uneven bedrock. As you can tell, there's like dips and things like that. What that's going to do is allow the user here to transfer with general click, right click, random slot. So it's just picking it up and putting it down. But it's got a delay because it can't pick it up and put it down all the time because it's going to see the holes. What that's going to do, as you see, is it's going to start the bedrock on fire. And as the fire goes out, see, it starts it all on fire. And this will turn your sand into glass. I mean, let me see if I can show you. We'll just do this. Pyrotheum is super strong. So let's go right here. Watch this. Glass. Just like that. I believe it turns cobblestone into stone as well. So yeah, you could use it to auto smelt, I guess, the ground. I don't know. Anyway, I had to fill in that hole, but all this is going to constantly produce. Every time the fire goes out on its own, naturally, around the top here, or any of these fields, it's going to create grains of infinity. This range collector is going to collect those up. This transfer node, which I don't really need now, but I did need it at the beginning. You can hear it. You might be able to see it. Come on. Work. Is it too fast? It's probably too fast. Going into an inner chest. Now, inner chests are linked together according to their color. I have made it with brown wool, so it has 3 brown for the top, and then I use a diamond to make it personal. Meaning that this belongs to Souls 44. So this is it. This is the easiest infinity, grains of infinity thing that I could find. The settings have to be set with empty buckets because it has to be able to pick it up. I use 3 in a diagonal pattern. You can use any combination you want. You don't necessarily do it, but you'll notice that it picks it up. You see? Different ones will get it. And there you go. More buckets, less delay. So you want some delay. Gosh, I just made a terrible mess for no reason. But let's just take advantage of this fact that I have a hole all the way straight through the earth right next to my deal, and I have access to it, so I'll always be able to find it now. So let's go frame. Let's go ahead and put a trapdoor. Why not? Right here. Give it some dirt. Oh. There. So now, here we go. Trapdoor. Right? How's that feel? Feels pretty good to me. I'm not too picky. Let's make this smaller though. We'll go ahead and grab our super now. Let's not. We don't want to use a jackhammer where you need a surgeon's tool. This direct ability is super great. All right, there you go. Boom, done. Grains of Infinity, just like that, with a little trapdoor that'll take you down there so you can visit, just like this. Turn around. There's our Grains of Infinity. You can turn it on and off by turning on and off the user. The user has the ability to be redstone activated, also pulsed, and it's one of my, if not my favorite modded Minecraft blocks. I use it a lot, but it uses grid power, and if you look at my other videos, I showed you how to get grid power. I have only 48 grid power with me flying, 9 grid power being used when I'm not. There you go. Speaking of those users, this configuration is a lot, but this automates petal creation, and I want to give you a sneak peek on that. I did a sneak peek of it on another video for how to create the flowers. So let's say I need some petals, right? I don't know if I'm going to need any petals. Oh, there's some petals. I need 64 petals. I just crafted them just like that. Now, look, if you notice, it stopped. It's probably hung up on something. Refined storage for the loss. You always hear refined storage for the win. So let's just show you what I did real quick. So I want to make a bunch of petals, but I want to make a bunch of tall flowers first. This makes tall flowers, and this is a scanner, and it detects. The scanner is going to detect the plant growth. So this says double flower 1. This is going to be double flower 2. And I had to set it up with 2 scanners because then it can see the height of the flower each time. This one has bone meal inside of it, and those are being exported from the refined storage underground into this user, and that is right-clicking bone meal onto whatever is planted. Then this one right here has shears. Now these shears are mana steel just because I had extra mana steel. I was like, forget it, might as well, and it kind of goes along with the theme of stuff over here. So it will shear. You have to shear flower petals. Let me show you what I mean by that. So flower petals can be planted. You can't really see them except for a little glowy thing, which is kind of neat. You right-click them with bone meal, and they will grow to double tall. Now, if I break it, it's gone. It's just gone, right? So I lost it. But each one petal is equal to 4 petals if you bone meal it one time and you shear it. So let's go ahead and grab some shears. I'm sure I have some. Yep, I have some waiting. Little bitty blue shears. Boop. There we go. All right, so now it becomes the tall plant. You take the tall plant and you put it in the grid. You got 4. So you're gaining 3 every time. So 1 down, 3 up. You gain 3 every time. So what I did was I set it up so that this mechanical user would receive these patterns, which are petals. This user, with a set to use item on block, right click random slot, will place the flower petal on the ground just like you saw. This will bone meal it. This will see that being placed, and it will well, it will see it grow. And when it sees it grow, it sends a redstone signal over here to the shears through these redstone conduit connectors with an input selected red color, input selected red color, output selected red color. This gives you a variety. Like, holy moly, can you do a lot of different colors. And then you can also do strong signals, and I could cover that in a whole total video because there's a whole lot of stuff I'm going to show you here soon. Now, I have it set up so that this refined storage system here, which is remote from that over there, is linked together. But this is all going to be Britannia. So there's nothing but Britannia there. There's all the petals. There's my living wood and my living stone. This bonsai tree provides me with wood. And under this ground right here, you can kind of see it. I don't know. I have this. This is a mining upgrade that goes inside the transfer node. And if you have it adjacent, if you have it where there's water on one side and lava on a adjacent corner or opposite side, and this node is placed on cobblestone, it becomes a cobblestone generator. That's cool. It costs you I don't know how much GP it uses for sure. It's not much. And right now I have no speed upgrades. You can put stack upgrades and speed upgrades in this thing and make cobble like crazy. I then have a furnace right here. It's constantly producing stone, and that stone is now at 10,000. Regular stone. There's external storage attached to this storage drawer controller, and every drawer that's connected to it then has the ability to be seen by the refined storage system. So now I have stone on demand, as well as cobblestone on demand. No problem anytime. And then it's going to have a transfer node, and what that does is place. Actually, it doesn't even place. It exchanges. This exchanging gadget is linked to this drawer. So what it does is when this stone, I wonder if I can just turn it on. I have it use item, right click, upper left slot only. So it's only looking at this exchanger. And it's set for a range of 6. It really only works for a small range. It should work at a circle, but it doesn't. Oh, it's dark. What it does is every time this changes, it's going to exchange it. So let me go ahead and turn it on. There. Right? So there you go. Now you can kind of hear it. And what that did was there's a flat transfer node that goes from there to the drawer. So it's filling this drawer up. Now this drawer is set with a redstone upgrade. And if I pull these living rock out, it's going to turn this system on. But I want to keep this on, redstone on. Redstone off. Because I don't really need that much. Now this takes a little while for these pure daisies, which is 4 white petals and a seed inside the petal apothecary. Let me show you that real quick. You can just type pure daisy. Oh, I already have one. Let's go ahead and make one more. So it's going to drop 4 white petals and 1 seed into that petal apothecary. You can't even see it. It crafts so fast. And then it just goes into the grid. So I have pure daisy. There you go. It doesn't speed up having multiple. I thought it did, but it don't. So normally I would have that thing running all the time and it would just fill this drawer completely full. And in fact, well, I'm probably going to turn that on. I've been using this a lot. So there you go. It just exchanges it with stone. And it's just going to keep doing that. I tried going all the way out and making the circle around the pure daisies, and it just won't. For whatever reason, it's just set for there. This does the same thing. There's a user in here. Okay. Exchanger again. Everything same, except for this time it's linked to this drawer. Therefore, it's going to replace it with this material. So you're just going to set up your block. You're going to say, hey, every time, boop, I want it to be wood. So you're going to shift right click with the exchanger, and that selects the block. Then you're going to I did surface. I don't know if it's better to do a horizontal column. I don't know. But I set for range of 6 because that can get 2 blocks at a time. That's all I could get. I tried to get 3 and it just wouldn't work. Make sure you have it in the right slot. Set it for redstone off. That's what I did anyway. Use item, right click, left styling there. Boom. So there it is. Boop. That many pure daisies, you would think this stuff would be like really, really fast. And I think maybe it speeds it up a little, but there's got to be a limit. So let's check. Did I get that other one out? Let's go ahead and make another one. So there it goes. So you can see that it crafted the petals and everything. Let's go ahead and put another one right here. If you look, you see why it's lighting up. That's because of my monocle. Manasea or monocle is one of the first things, Botania, I always get. This is the area that it's affecting. This is an affected. This is a mechanical flower. Like basically, this shows the area that's lit up. So it's not touching anything, so it's worthless being there. I'll put it right here. At least then it's affecting that block, right? Maybe I put it right there. All right, I don't want you to play around. There, don't mess with it. Some of the flowers are actually affected by redstone signals, so you don't want to mess around too much with Botania in that. So there you go. That's what's just going to happen. And you can see I'm at 58 right now. It pulls it in here. You need this empty, so that way it has room. It treats the user, the mechanical user, as if it is a player, and so it puts it into its inventory. It's pretty cool. I don't know if that works with the other exchangers. I do know with Direwolf 20's exchanger, it does. With building gadgets, it does. I wanted to kind of show what it does. So I'm at 58. It's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. It's not super, like, last forever. Come on, let's go. I want to show everybody. I want to show you what it does. I'm being impatient, I know. I could turn my wood one on. But we're at 58. It's emitting a redstone signal of 1, but if it was out, it would, yeah. So it's, there it goes. Real quick. Now I'm at 60, and it puts a stone out. There you go. Makes sense? Anybody want to know more about how I did it? Go ahead and let me know. In the comments, and I'll go for it. We're getting long in this video anyway. All right, so let's say I wanted to craft a very large amount of those tall flowers. I would put these petals inside here, and you can see what it does. This detects it, sends a redstone signal, and it's super fast. There's a collector underneath, and it just picks them up. Now you have to whitelist. Let me explain what a whitelist is. So this is a range collector. It's set for whitelist. You have to place the tall flowers and the things that you want it to pick up inside this little whitelist, and then it will always collect it, as you can see. If it's not listed in here, it's not going to pick it up. If you hit blacklist, it's going to refuse to pick up anything in here, or if it's an empty blacklist, it will actually pick up everything, and you definitely don't want to do that with the range that I am from over there, because this right here will drop coal everywhere, and I'll end up with a bunch of coal just circling back through the system and not being burned up by those Indo flames. So that's it. Now there's so many of these different flowers that I actually had to make 2 of these side by side. So, and I also wanted it to be able to pick up these items, so I went ahead and put it there since it actually can reach that mana pool. I don't know how, but it's yeah, it's close enough to reach that mana pool. So I told it, you know, why not go ahead and use it? And so I made a range collector, and I added whitelist, and then I just add in all the items I wanted to pick up, and it picks them up. I didn't make mana steel on here because mana steel is I got a chicken and it does that thing. Then all I do is these cables are connected to importers. So let's see, exporter, importer. So it's connected to an importer that's on the back side of here. And I have a stack upgrade inside that importer. Now this is an exporter with a crafting upgrade. What that's going to do is this crafting upgrade is going to say, whatever item I put here, if it has a pattern to make it, go ahead and make it, and then put it into the item that it's exporting into, or the inventory I'm exporting into. So these things right here are being used. You notice they got a little thing on them. The MBT, they're damaged to durability. When they break, they get replaced by clean new ones. So infinite. And then I have it attached to a redstone on. meaning that when it receives, actually it should be pulse, but whatever, it works. When it receives a redstone signal, it's going to chunk, 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 and then start attacking those flowers. Yeah, I make chunk noises. So there you go. Now, if you're wondering why there's these weird chiseled dirt over here and over here, this is a grass collector. And it's also the same thing output with the crafting setup that this one is, since I already had the pattern, except for it grows grass. Yeah, underneath this block, I'll show you real quick, is another user full of bone meal. It is bone mealing this grass block. Now, unfortunately, I can't control where the grass grows or where their flowers grow. So it does sometimes give me flowers, and sometimes it gives me poppies of different kinds of random bone mealed plants. However, it will almost all the time give me grass. And then I have that set for redstone off because it's receiving a redstone signal from my grass collection, which is this box right here, which has 902 in it, which is plenty, and it just turned off. When it runs low, it'll turn back on and it'll generate more grass. The thing is grass cannot grow on chiseled dirt. It can only grow on regular dirt and grass blocks. And so I originally had all of this converted to chisel to prevent it because it was bone mealing. This block here was causing grass to grow like all the way over here. And it was making this area just way more cluttered and ugly than it already is. Yeah, so I wasn't too happy with that. So I had to chisel it out. Now that I'm making more endo flames and I still have room for more, I will cover that in my next video actually. I realized I went very long. So there's my grass growing. Now, I wanted grass and I put it in a drawer because grass can be turned into ferns, it can be turned into bushes, into dead bushes, and it can be ground up. It's grass actually has a few things. I'll show you real quick. Grass itself, if you right click in JEI, you can turn it into redstone roots, which is needed for Botania. So that's kind of why it links to Botania, because I needed to be able to make redstone roots. So once I did that, I knew that I needed grass. But then I realized that I needed grass also to empower Emeradic, and I also needed it for getting ferns. Now you can double it. And pasture seeds. And pasture seeds are what I really wanted to get, because pasture seeds let me change grass and things into different looking other materials or other blocks. But okay, so that takes care of that. But then I thought about it and I was like, wow, I also need grass for this here to get these twigs and prunes and clippings and trimmings. So it's a very valuable thing to have grass. So it's worth it for me to set up automation for it, if that makes sense to everybody. I hope it does. I know I went really long in this video. I wanted to thank everybody for stopping by. This is Souls44, and yeah, now I'm not standing in the flower. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.